Hello. Hey, how's it going? We're going to be talking today with my friend Karen. Now, Karen has been on a health and wellness journey for quite some time, over 10 years. She was looking for supplementation to feel better. If you're here and that's why you came to this company and you were looking for some feel good solutions, I want you to drop a comment below and just say yes, because so many of us are trying to up level the way that we feel, the energy that we have, and something's not right. And we're not quite understanding what the disconnect is, but we're hearing that when done right, you can feel better. So here we are at the Mental Wellness Company, and we're introducing to people the gut brain axis, where you optimize your brain, optimize your gut, and the communication between the two to start feeling better. So, Karen is kind enough to share her story. And if you have any questions, go ahead and you're live, drop it in the comments. We'll do our best to answer while live. But, Karen, you had said that your biggest driving factor for looking for supplementation was because of your level of fatigue. Is that right?
Yes, I had such fatigue that I could barely make it through every day. And included with the fatigue was a lot of brain fog, and I was just exhausted. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah. So when you say that you were super tired, you were just exhausted. Can you explain like how did that impact your day? At what point did you think to yourself, okay, this isn't just a normal day of being tired. This is something that if I can change it, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, I would just barely make it through a day, and I was working almost full time, and I would come home and I wouldn't really be able to interact with my family or do any extra activities or go anywhere. I was too tired to go shopping. I was too tired to work in the yard. And I would fall asleep every night on the couch about 6 o'clock at night. I was just exhausted and I couldn't think clearly. So I didn't have any hobbies or anything because I was just too tired. I was using all my energy just to get through the day.
So all your energy to get through the day, and you finally get to a point where maybe you can take some of that time for yourself, and instead of doing something, gardening or whatever it is, you just wanted to fall asleep. Is that right?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
horrible.
So earlier we were also talking about how not only did you have fatigue, but you also had a little bit of brain fog. Can you explain what that's like?
Well, I couldn't focus. I couldn't concentrate. I would forget things. I would be really forgetful. And sometimes I couldn't complete a sentence. I couldn't complete a thought. And I've always really enjoyed writing, like journaling and writing letters and things like that. I couldn't even do that. It was just too much energy that I was trying to expend, and I just didn't have the energy for it.
Right, because when you're feeling that way, it actually takes some of your energy away to remember what you're having to say and to be focused and get through your day.
Right.
You had also explained that not only was this all happening, but you also had some digestive issues. Can you explain what that was like?
Well, for about 10 years, I had gut issues where would have diarrhea. Sometimes I would be constipated, but I would also have stomach cramps, and I found that I was allergic to dairy and wheat, and so I started cutting things out of my diet, and it helped a little bit, but I was still having a lot of bloating and a lot of cramping, and I couldn't figure out what to do about it. And I tried all kinds of probiotics and nutritional supplements and all kinds of stuff, and nothing was really working at all.
Okay. So and actually something that a lot of people don't know about you that I think you're okay with me sharing is that you're somebody who is really just known as a person who researches ingredients. So you really, it's not that you're just trying random things, but you're
Right.
looking at the ingredients and you're saying these ingredients are really good. And so when you took a look at these supplements here, something made you decide to give it a try. What I'm curious what it was that made you think, all right, this would be worth checking out.
Well, when I would listen to Dr. Sean, I was just blown away by the research and the understanding that he had. And a lot of the stuff that he talked about, I already knew, but a lot of the supplements out there were not working. And I had tried a lot of the ones that he even talked about, but there's something about the Amari products that are different than the supplements I had tried before. They were actually working for me. I was noticing the bloating was going away, and I was noticing the brain fog was going away, the fatigue was going away. And it didn't kick in right away. It took several months of me consistently being on the products for me to notice a difference. And then like I told you, when I added the edge, it's like the brain fog went away, the focus came back, and the longer I stayed on the products, the better I felt. And I've been on them about a year now, and it's been a huge change in my life, and it just seems to keep getting better and better.
Mm, awesome. Yeah. And you look younger, and just, I noticed that you're just feeling, there's something about a person who's feeling good. They have a certain amount of almost like you're glowing, or, energy shows up on your face. So I do notice that about you, Karen. And your headaches are gone. You said that you used to have headaches.
Right. I used to have headaches several times a week. I was using essential oils. I was trying, all kinds of turmeric and all kinds of stuff. And it was chronic. And once I really got on the products, I noticed that the headaches were going away. They were less and less and less until finally now I just hardly ever have a headache anymore. And it's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah. So Karen was, in case you're wondering what she was doing, she was on the gut brain axis protocol, and so that was optimizing the gut, the brain, and she was just completely sold by our stimulant-free nootropic option here. And so, but then Karen, you had also added the award-winning probiotic that helps with weight loss. And I think it's worth sharing why you told me that this is something you would never want to go without.
Well, I started the GBX Fit because I needed to lose some weight. And when I started it, after probably 30 days, I noticed I was starting to sleep better. I wasn't having bloating. I still had a little bit of bloating, even on the other protocol. But when I added the GBX Fit, the bloating went away. I noticed I was losing inches around my stomach, and I was sleeping better at night, and the cravings were going away. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I ran out of the GBX Fit and went 3 weeks without it. And I said, I will never do that again, because I was starting to crave sweets. I was starting to eat more. I was snacking more. And with the GBX Fit, I don't hardly snack at all. And there's a huge difference. So I will never live without that again.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. Actually, the running joke is I need to buy it because it pays for itself in the my food bill that I save. So it's like a free product.
Right.
So okay, and then of course, recently we came out with our hormone balancing supplement, and you said that is also one of your favorites as well. So it seems like you keep layering on the health and wellness as you come here. And what I love that you said was, it's not that the benefits go away; it just keeps getting better. And you've been on these products for what, about a year now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, the hormone, I love I'm postmenopausal, and so I can tell that, the hormones are getting lower and lower and lower.
Mm.
And I still didn't have the endurance that I wanted. And after I started on the hormones, I noticed probably about 30 days or 40 days in that I had more stamina and energy, and I had just retired. And so I started walking every day, take the dogs for a walk. And I was like, I craved it every day. And,
Mm,
before I had to talk myself into going on a walk. Now I'm like, I'm ready to go.
yeah.
So there's quite a difference.
So you feel like a younger version of yourself,
Right.
back to those days. We were talking about how back in high school, it's like it's just natural to want to be active and you have that energy and it doesn't just expire. And now you wake up and you go about your day and you don't crash and burn at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a total game changer.
Right. And then the other thing I said was that the next day, I was like dreading the next day. Like if I was active and busy all day long, take a day trip or whatever, at the next day, you're like crashing. Well, I did that yesterday and I didn't crash today. I was like, I was ready to go again. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Karen. So here's the deal, guys. If you're just tuning in, right? Nothing was working. 10 years went by, and Karen, somebody who's very well researched, said, I'm going to give it a try. And the difference was the quality of the products and focusing on the gut, the brain, the axis, and now our hormone health. It's a total game changer. And so here's what I want you to do. If you've been on these products, I want you to drop in the comments your absolute favorite benefits so other people know what they can look out for. And if you've been looking for something too, and if you are like Karen and it's been 10 years or, enough time has gone by where you're thinking there's got to be a better way to live than this. There's got to be a reason why I'm feeling the brain fog, why I'm feeling fatigued. I want to improve my digestive system. Maybe you are thinking to yourself, how do I get started? I want you to tag the person who's introduced you to these products or drop a comment below and we're going to show you some science. You can take a look yourself and we're going to get your questions answered. And better yet, we're going to get you feeling better. So there's no time better than now. We have a brand new reboot challenge coming up, and that's where for free, you guys, for free, you get to try this 3-day reboot where it's clinically proven. It's a clinically sound option to get rid of bad bacteria so that as you're introducing these good bacterias and these supplements into your body, you're going to get a better jump start. So I love how this company likes to prepare you in the best way. There's going to be amazing recipes, lots of support. And so as you get started, you're going to be able to also join in on the challenge. So if you'd like information, drop challenge below and we'll get you some info on that as well. All right, Karen, any last words or a piece of advice if somebody is wondering whether or not they should get started? What would you have to say to them?
Don't wait. This is the most amazing I have ever felt. And I'm in my 60s and I feel like I'm in my 40s now. So don't wait. Join it. Join today. Try the products. You'll be amazed.
Awesome. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. God bless. We'll talk to
Thanks,
you
Christy.
soon. Bye, Karen.